What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Scotty RFD here. Today we have a very special treat introducing the beautiful, the red 2022 Kawasaki Z900 50th anniversary edition. It's already been 50 years since the Z series bike has... Thanks, WestJet. This beautiful firecracker red model sitting in front of us here today is the only one in Canada, I've been told, so I must be very careful with it. As careful as I can be, as they say. Engine wise, we've got a 949cc liquid cooled inline 4-cylinder engine. Lots of power. Not sure what that number is, but let me tell you, it's enough. Very much so. Beautiful, beautiful firecracker red color. This is the only color you get with the 50th anniversary edition. We got a seat height of 820 mil, beautiful black trellis frame, 17-liter fuel tank, and a special badging with the 50th anniversary right here on the framework itself. You can probably see that, hopefully. Awesome, awesome styling. This bike you see here coming in at 11,499 Canadian dollars, and it might be a hard one to get because they're only making 50 of them. You know, going with the 50th anniversary, 50 bikes makes sense. I tell you, quite the machine. And I'd like to point out something real quick here, as I noticed after picking up the bike. We've got a nice quick release helmet lock. I think that's a brilliant idea and something that you don't really think about, but I think it's something cool to have, because usually you're trying to maybe get your helmet underneath your seat on some makes, models of bikes. This is a great idea for that itself. Anyway, let's talk more riding. Let's get into it, folks. She sounds good. Oh boy, that can only spell trouble. Oh, I didn't do my helmet up. I'm an idiot. Well, at least we can use the 4-ways. Alright, take 2. Oh man, it's fast. Okay, everyone, 2022 Kawasaki Z900 Anniversary Edition. Oh, where do I even start with this thing? I compared it a bit to the 650 in my own head before picking up the bike. Shocked me right out of the gate. I will say, this speed and sound are just mwah. Well, if anything, let's start with the specs here. We've got adjustable preload, rebound, dampening forks, adjustable preload and dampening for the rear, a single shock for the rear. Brakes, we've got 300 mil rotors with 4-piston caliper on each one. The rear is a 250 mil rotor with a single pot caliper in the rear. Tires on both front and back are 17-inch, and they look marvelous with the red going on. As we make up front, we've got all LED lighting, turn signals, front headlight. We've got the traditional transformer headlight. The bike resembles a lot of the 650, I will say, but it is quite a bit faster and punchier than the 650. Coming up to the dashboard, we've got a full TFT dash display. Beautiful, beautiful dash as always. I love the way they position these things on the Kawasaki bikes. It's nice and sandwiched in. It's not too far out, too far in. You can see everything you need to see. So we've got RPM gauge, speedo gauge. We've got our trusty little econ button, which does something, not much. We've got a gear indicator and also the mode indicator as well. Right now we're in road mode, as I said previously. Also some little bits. You got the kilometers of the bike. You can switch through them. Also temperature, how many liters, kilometers we've done. Also a clock. You can switch through those by just selecting the up and down buttons over here. Go through some menus. Kilometers we've done, what's left in the tank, average speed, the time, battery voltage, all that stuff. To change the modes, we just hold the arrow up or down, whatever mode we'll want to set. So we're on road, we'll go down to rain, we'll hold the button in, Might have to let off the throttle. Oh, no, it just does it there. So right in the rain we go. Didn't seem to have to hold off the throttle, which is a definitely nice feature to change on the go if you need to be. So we'll just go back up into road mode, because road mode's where it's at. Cruising these nice backcountry roads. I've got beautiful black bars, adjustable levers coming from the factory. I do enjoy these levers, honestly, because a lot of times bikes, older bikes I should say, always came with those levers and they seem to just stick out way too far for my fingers. And nice having some adjustability right from the factory. You don't have to spend money on aftermarket bits. This guy is swerving into my lane. Thank you very much. Oh, the Ferrari. The Ferrari. Beautiful. Almost as beautiful as this Kawasaki bike. Same color at least. They're doing something there. As we move our way up to the mirrors, they do their job, I will say. The right one seems to be a little better than the left. I'm getting a lot more elbow in the left. The more I adjust out, the more I can't really see too much. So there's that. Again, 17-liter fuel tank. Depending what you're doing with the bike, it should be lasting you a fair bit. You got the little key holster right there. Very nice, very clean. I definitely like the red and gold accents they've gone with this bike. I think it suits so well. Definitely, obviously, coming from the black and green traditional Kawasaki bike that everyone knows and loves. Nice change with the anniversary here. The seat, you can have a passenger on, although it might be a bit dicey. The passenger seat doesn't seem to be very comfortable. It's a very hard piece of material. The main rider seat, though, a very comfortable seat, easy to. Oh, we're just pulling out here. I'm just going to go around you. Thank you for your cautious delivery there. I'm leaned over a bit. I will say it's a pretty aggressive stance. Your pegs are up pretty high. No windscreen or anything on this bike. The wind kind of helps you keep upright, so it's not the end of the world. It's some quick spurts here and there. I think is a good thing to have. Speaking of quick spurts, Jesus. What in the name of... yeah. I like this bike. It's just so light and flickable. I'm going to go off the spec sheet for a little bit here and just... My smile is just... If you could see it, you'd know exactly what I'm experiencing here. Oh man. The bars are very comfortable. Clutch is easy to use, very smooth. The throttle, not so twitchy. You do have to be careful with it. Being the kind of higher power bike it is, you could get into just some trouble if you're not very experienced with a faster bike. That's 6th gear. That is pulling all day. Being a naked bike, it only revs out to 10 and a half, 11,000 RPM. So I think the wind will definitely get you before the actual speed does, especially not having any wind protection in the front. But again, in my opinion, this bike is not meant for highway pulls. This is meant for exactly where I am, the back road country. Lots of torque, lots of just oomph to get you up and going. The downshift is really good. These brakes, holy hell, they are just something else. Man, oh man, oh man. This bike does have ABS, traction control, wireless connectivity to Rideology, so all those things electronically are in this thing. The only thing I could suggest that I'm not surprised it did not have is a quick shifter. Especially the character of this bike, I definitely think it would be a great add-on to have, to put on. And in fact, you just bang through the gears all day and have a blast with it. Suspension feels really nice. It's plushed at the moment. This isn't a perfect road, so I'm definitely not feeling a lot of it, which is nice to have. I haven't adjusted anything. I don't know what settings is selected at the moment, so I couldn't say. Maybe it is a more plush setting with the rebound dampening and such, but yeah, no complaints thus far. Nice to have it on the back road. My heel does go into the exhaust a little bit. I do have, you know, kind of on the toes of my feet here, but it is cut out, so I think they've acknowledge that my heel goes back and it can only go back so far on the right side of the bike, and there's like a little cutout, you can feel it. The exhaust doesn't get hot or anything, which, you know, is good, but just I guess they've worked around that and made it work somehow. But I'm assuming once you get an aftermarket exhaust, they'll hang a little lower, they'll be a little louder, and you really won't have to worry about too much there if it is bothering you or not. This bike does have some good engine braking too. You let off the throttle and it really comes to a bit of a halt, which is nice to have. Oh, we got a nice little road closure. Maybe I should come to a full stop just in case. Interesting. This bike does have a 6-speed transmission, but overall the bike, it feels light. I mean, it is 467 pounds, which is not heavy by any means, but it feels good. You really don't notice the weight at all. Even pushing around the garage, no problems with it whatsoever. Coming back up to the switch gears up here, you've got our normal hazards, horn, high beam, low beam, turn signals. I do have a pass button up here in case you need to quickly get around someone to let them know you want to come through. And over to the throttle side, just a normal kill switch, start switch. Very simple, very easy to work, easy to take care of. It's not a complicated process by any means. Oh, see there, another one. No, don't turn around. It is Sunday, so everyone's out. This thing's just trouble. Like I want one actually so badly. As some of you know, I did have a speed triple, which felt a little less nimble than this one. I think it was a bit more heavier, a bit bigger of an engine, not by much, but this thing has revitalized my naked bike experience. And once again, I've talked about this before, especially with Kawasaki, the price ranges on these bikes I think are just something else. You're getting such a good bike, such a quick bike for the money. This thing just wants to lean all day. I'm not even testing the limits. It just the grip is just outstanding here. But as I was saying, for the money you're paying for one of these, you're getting such a great bike. The liability is going to be there for you. It's going to, you know, go through rainstorms, start every time. You have no issues with these things. They're just built incredibly, and you're not paying stupid money. You're getting such a complete bike. Tons of power, tons of rideability, comfortable. The naked bikes, man. If you haven't tried one, you got to go try one. And just the response of this thing, honestly, like, it just does a lot of things well. And it's hard for me in this moment to put it into words of that, but oh man, it's hitting a sweet spot. Let me say. And as far as longevity, I've definitely ridden this thing for an hour or two so far, and no cramps, no leg cramps, no hands or arms going numb. And like I said too, it's a pretty aggressive position, but with the air flowing at you the whole time, it's good. It's really good. All right, folks, we're coming up to some twisty bits. Got a couple of fellow riders behind us, so it should be interesting. This bike does come with traction control, and I'm not sure if it engages in sport mode or not, but we'll find out, I would say. Gonna chase some of these guys down here. Oh man, don't tell me they're gonna take it easy. Well, this guy's let me say this, for some sport bike riders, it's not very thrilling of a ride in the back here. I'm not sure why they passed me, but oh well. Nice. Just taking it quite easy. Hiya. He's waiting for a straight or something. We're gonna stop at this church here, check this bike out. Alright, let's put this lid up here for a second. We'll get the good side of the bike, the kickstand side. Oh boy, what a ride, I tell you. 2022 Kawasaki Z900 Anniversary Edition. Honestly, the red and black does it for me. I just love this color combination. Also, for everything you got on the bike, the package is just like, even I think a regular Z900, you can't lose. Honestly, it's something else. So let's just go over some quick. You got your big 4-pot piston calipers up front, dual piston calipers, and dual rotors. They're shaved. Definitely add some airflow performance and stuff like that. You got a nice big rad up here. Big exhaust, can easily be taken care of with a slip-on. There's a big cat through there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but she's quite large. I love how they put these fairing pieces down at the bottom here as well. It kind of adds to the character of nice, you know. I think it completes it, almost like a belly pan, but not really, obviously, with the exhaust. But when I was telling you, my foot, and you can see it here, rub up against that heat shield there. So yeah, I'm not sure if aftermarket would fix that or not, because obviously you have to still maintain that, or if you go really short, hard to say. But definitely interesting, I guess, having your foot kind of wedge against that a little bit. You got your backlink suspension in there, super comfortable, all adjustable, rebind, dampening, and preload. I think there's definitely room for improvement. Delete this, have a nice tail tidy at the back here, and you can slender down. I think it would look superb. These guys are coming back for more. Oh jeez, beautiful machine. I'd say everyone, try to pick one up if you can. I feel like they're going to go fast, if not already sold. Let's turn her on here. We'll give her a rev or two. You got your beautiful dash here. Let's start her up. Oh man, that's awesome. Let's see if we can see the headlight real quick here. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It kind of comes, you got some nice LEDs that come down here as well to kind of complete the look. Has a big bright headlight too. Alright guys, well everyone, that's gonna, I think, wrap it up for me for today. As I said, heck of a machine. I think this would be a great upgrade from the Z650 that I rode earlier on, not too long ago. Definitely not a beginner bike this would be, but you know, you work your way through the paces of the 650, you get the grips of it, and you can easily upgrade to this bike. Again, it's very raw. I mean, obviously depending what mode you have it in, it does cut the power down a little bit between rain, road, and sport, so you just need to be cautious about that. Everything being electronic on this, it's such a smooth, easy to ride bike. You know, you're not going to have any you know, issues around that, and it's going to be reliable too. And you know, it goes on and on. Praises I can say about this thing. Anyway, appreciate everyone watching these videos for me. Like and subscribe if you can. Leave me some comments, whatever it will be. Signing out, Scotty RFD. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, guys. Bye. And now we're going to test the Kawasaki's off-road capabilities. How we slowly trek through this stuff.